Hey guys, I'm here on this super rainy Tuesday to show you my method for preventing my drawers from opening when I'm driving around. What used to always happen is my drawers, when I would make a sharp turn or accelerate too fast, they would fly open, and there's a lot of stuff in these drawers. Once they even broke the entire drawer slide and came off, so I had to replace that. So I created these straps. Super simple design. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made that design, how I sketched it in SketchUp, and then how you guys can download the file yourself and print it on your own 3D printer. This is a really effective method. It's super simple. I use my hand to just push it open, locks on its own, works great. So stick around, let me show you how. All right guys, so we're in SketchUp. I want to show you a really simple design for making these drawer straps that I just showed you in the van. Now, the dimensions I'm going to use here were based on trial and error. I printed a bunch of different ones, checked which ones were strong enough to hold the drawers, but flexible enough that it would be easy to open and close them. So these dimensions worked out for me. You could obviously tweak them for yourself if you feel it's necessary. So I'm going to show you quickly how to draw this. So using the line tool, this is a great project for if you're new to 3D design. It's a really simple thing to draw, and you'll be able to print it very simply. There's not much that can go wrong. So watch how I do this. I'm going to use the line tool. I'm going to go out 130 millimeters over 15, back and back. Then using the push-pull tool, I'm going to extrude up 3 millimeters. And now I'm going to triple click here and make a group. I right clicked, make group. Now what that does is that makes this entire shape one group, and it is a solid group. This is critical. This is the entity info, and you need to make sure when you're working on 3D designs in SketchUp that you're always working with solid groups. To find this entity info, you go up to Window, entity info is right there. Now I'm going to make the head of the strap, the tip of the strap, so that it will hold the drawer from opening. So I will make a new shape, and I'm going to go out 8 millimeters, up 1. Using the tape measure tool, and press escape after I use the line tool just to break out of that tool. I'm going to use the tape measure to create a guideline up 8 millimeters. I will go up to that point, over, say, just a millimeter, and down to here. Now I'm going to use the push-pull tool again to go out, and I'll just click on this line here to make it the same thickness. So triple click here, right mouse click, make group. Again, solid group. Critical that we see that solid group. Delete this guideline. Now I have these two solid groups. What I'm going to do is now I have these two solid groups. I'm going to use the union tool, which is in solid. Just go up to tools, solid tools, union. I'll press escape. I always like to press escape when I'm using any of these solid tools here, because after I click on it, sometimes it's already one of these was already selected. So I press escape just to get out so I can see that number 1 next to the cursor. I'll click on 1 and 2. Now I pulled those two together. They are now one solid group, as you see over here. Only thing left to do is create the holes for the screws. So you don't want them too close to the end. I'm going to go in about 15 millimeters and then maybe another, say, 30. Then I want to get to the center. So I'm just using the tape measure tool to make guidelines here. Click on the edge here, bring it over, and I'm going to go 7.5. That 7.5 just puts me at the center. Now I'm going to use the circle tool, and I'm going to go out. Now I find it depends on the size of the screw you're going to be using, but I have found that a 3 millimeter diameter is pretty good for some small screws. If you're going to use larger screws, you might need a 4 or 5 millimeter diameter or bigger, depending upon the type of screw you're using. But for this case, I'm going to go with 1.5 for the radius, which is 3 millimeters for the diameter. I'll use the push-pull tool to create this cylinder. Press the select key, triple click this so that it looks like that. That means everything's been selected. I will right click and click make group. Now I have, again, a solid group. Now all I'm going to do is use the subtract tool in solid tools, subtract. Press escape, so nothing is selected. And I want my first one has to be the piece that is doing the cutting, so to speak. That's how I like to think of it. So for the subtract tool, I'm going to use this to cut, and I'm going to cut it out of number 2, which is the strap. Now I made this hole. Now I'm going to just repeat that process. Circle on this guideline, 1.5, not 10.5, 1.5. Push, pull. Triple click. Right click, make group. And we have another solid group. Always looking at the solid groups because you don't want to accidentally lose. If, say, for some reason the face up here was deleted, it still looks like a cylinder. Still looks like it's going to work, but over here it says group, which means you will not be able to use those solid tools, and you will not be able to 3D print anything that's just called group over here. So I'm going to go back, put that face back on. Now we're back to a solid group. Tools, subtract from this, again, escape, 1 and 2. Now we have those holes. And that's it. The strap is now done. I will just delete these guidelines. You want to make sure that you don't have anything else in this, because sometimes they have the little guy that stands in here to give you sort of a frame of reference. But you want to make sure that's deleted. So now, since I only have this in here, I'm going to save it. I already called it Van Drawer Straps here. Now I'm going to export 3D model. Call it this. I'll override because I had already created one. Okay, now I'm going to jump into Bamboo Studio, which is my slicer software for my 3D printer. I will bring in that file that I was just working on called Van Drawer Straps, the STL file that we just created. Open. Now, one important point. It's not super critical for this particular item, but configuration of the 3D print is very important. I do not want to print it in this orientation, because what happens is if I were to slice it, what I will see is that as the printer creates these layers, layer, 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 it gets up to here, it's relying on the bond between these two layers to not fail as the drawer continues to just hit this over and over and over again. And over time, there's a possibility it could break. Now, I am going to print it in 100% infill, so it is pretty solid. For this particular situation, it probably would be okay. But it's good to consider the orientation. So for this, to make it even better, I'm going to use this feature called Lay on Face. And I'm going to lay on the side. Okay, then press Escape. So now I'm going to print it like this, which is going to make it stronger because when I click Slice now, it's going to no longer be relying on the layer adhesion, and now it's going to rely on the tensile strength of the PETG that I'm going to print with. Now I'm going to print this with PETG. That's very important. I wouldn't use anything else. I mean, you could use ABS or other carbon fiber things, but if you want to go real basic, PETG is sufficient. I would not use PLA for this. It will eventually start to become damaged and warped, I would say, over time. So I want to print a few of these. So we'll do copy, paste, 1, 2, say maybe 4, escape. We're now ready to print. Slice the plate. I'm printing these at 100% infill, 4 wall loops, because make sure that I have everything is a wall loop. If say I drop this down for argument's sake to only 1 wall loop, what will happen is you'll be left with all of this infill here, which is going to make a weaker connection. I don't want my infill to be, even though it's crisscrossing, I don't want that infill to be running in this direction. It's going to be stronger if I have continuous layers all the way across. So instead I will go back to my 4, back to this, and you'll see that the strength is much better because it's going to continue all the way through into the head of the strap. Let's print it. Printer, say, printer 1, sorry, printer 2, print. All right, guys, that's it. Super simple, printed, ready to go. All I do is hook it onto the front of the drawer and add 2 screws. Really important note, make sure you use a truss head screw like this. It has a wide washer style head. What that does is it makes sure you don't damage the plastic with a screw that will pull through and split the plastic apart.
If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comments. I will leave a link in the description to the STL file and the SketchUp file if you guys want to download them and check them out. Make sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.